Get ready for a radical transformation from this to this. I'm going to show you the process all here, all right now, sped up for your convenience. So I start with a white pencil. This is an eyeliner pencil, and this just helps me map out everything before I go in with my Mehron palette. So that's what I'm going to focus on in this video, using pretty much exclusively other than this pencil. So I just have my white pencil just marking things in where I want it to be. I don't love doing asymmetrical. I kind of struggle with that. So it's a bit of a challenge, but it's good to challenge ourselves. And this one, yeah, it was a challenge, but it was kind of cool. And I'm glad I gave it a go. So I found this on Pinterest, by the way, and the artist whom I'm using as a reference is an incredible makeup artist that does a lot of illusion pieces that just blow my mind. So I hope one day I can be maybe as good, maybe close to as good as her. So I'm using these Mehron palettes. Well, this is the palette. This is the Paradise palette. And then the white and black I added to my tool belt because I needed that white and black. There were so many looks that really require it, and I couldn't do them until I had that. So now I have it, and it's wonderful. So I'm going to start with some white. All you have to do with the palettes, by the way, is you just add a little bit of water, and then you mix your brush into it, and it makes it kind of a cream, and then you add it on like that. So it's really cool. It's really easy to use and goes on really nicely. Like I've been really impressed by it. So I'm going to try this gradient effect by adding some gray as we go outward. So it's kind of lighter on the in the middle and then goes darker on the outside. So I'm going to start with a blue, but it's a little too vibrant. So we're going to kind of dull it down with some purple and black. And I'm still learning. This is my first time blending with these. So we'll see how it goes. I did okay, but definitely room for improvement. And as I get better, I will help you guys with tips as well. But yeah, even though I'm a beginner, I didn't want to get the cheapest palette. Hello. Yeah, see, the blue's a little strong. We can dull it down. But I didn't want to get a super cheap palette. I wanted something that was going to be good for my skin. I use nice makeup products for my skin that aren't harmful and like aren't, they're vegan for the most part. So I do appreciate that Mehron does have quality product as well. There is a couple notes with them though that the blues shouldn't go around the lips or shouldn't be on the lips. And then your reds shouldn't be like red, orange, yellow. They caution putting that like around the eyes. So that's just something to note. It's good to know. So I'm just creating some streams of light in there as well, just because the way a fish tank works, they've got little bits of light. I'm going to add in my black next. It's going to create lots of awesome contrast. Now, if you put too much water, it gives you kind of that watercolor effect, which can be helpful to know for future reference if I need that look. But I don't want that right now. I want more opaque, so I'm adding less water and mixing it on, getting that fish in place. Definitely easier if you're going black and then you're adding something on top of it. Easier to kind of go around rather than layering something lighter on top of the black. Some areas I went with that just to see how it would work, but I'm telling you, it's going to be easier to paint around. And it goes on quite smooth in terms of not only feel, but just even like the way it looks. So it doesn't look streaky. So I appreciate that as well. This sounds like a Mehron sponsored video, but it's not. I'm just telling you I'm new to Mehron and I'm having a good experience. Maybe in the future I will be sponsored by Mehron. We'll see. But no, for now, this is just my experience, new to the product and enjoying it. Oh, there's Charlie. Hello. I love how he pops in every once in a while throughout the video. It's funny because when I'm actually filming this, I didn't really notice that he was coming in and out here and there. And that day, I tried to film on it at a time of day that I thought the lighting would be like perfect and fantastic. But then the sun was coming in and out of the clouds here and there. And so my lighting shifted and I was trying to shift with it. But, you know, you don't always see when it's happening. You're into the art. You're in your space. So things always look a little bit weird in the process, right, with a work of art. So, you know, you start one layer and you have to add multiple things before it starts looking like a real thing and looking good. So I started with my orange, went in with some red. See, it's getting brighter. Then I went in with some white. Make those fish look like those nice koi fish that we love. Get in some of the wings and the tail. Start to get those details just started. They don't have to be totally complete. And then some black. I might get some brushes that are a little smaller too, like just really good for more detail. And then in with some white, we're going to make some little dots, some air bubbles in the tank. It's going to add some cool texture too. There's a little fish I forgot that was over the eye. Don't forget me. It was easy to miss though because it was like this white fish. So lots of plenty little dots there and the light streaming down the center as well. Now we're going to get some little greenery at the bottom, some plants. Started with the darker green of this Maron palette, the Paradise Tropical, and then I went in with the lighter green to give it some highlights. More white to really emphasize and give myself contrast. And we're going to do some lips. It doesn't really, I don't know, I'm just following the reference image and she's wearing some red lips and it matches the coloring of the fish, so that kind of works, but thought it was kind of interesting. Overall, I think that did add to the look. And then we'll just finish off with a few highlights just to make that look a little more 3D. We'll gloss up and that will be it. What do you guys think of this look? Is it one that you would try? Yes? No? Maybe so? Well, I look forward to making many more cool face art looks. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you subscribe and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye now.